There's an old saying in aviation, if you've time to spare, go by air. That's the story of my recent trip to North Queensland from my home in Singleton. Unfortunately, I had really no choice but to go by air because I wrote my car off at the very start of the journey, only 10 kilometers from my home. And at that point in time, I decided I would go back and get my four-wheel drive, which I didn't really want to drive all the way to Queensland, and go to the airport, get Tango Kilo Yankee ready, and fly it to Queensland for a multi-week trip. Now that's a huge undertaking, and this video outlines just what the journey was like. I was very glad to be able to do the trip, but it does demonstrate that as a VFR pilot, you really have to be aware all the time of how weather is going to impact your timeline and how you've got to just allow sufficient time. And in this case, I had plenty of time. I was traveling for work. My work involves teaching people to tow caravans, off-road driving skills, and I also run an outback tour business. Anyway, why don't you come along for the journey?
Okay, folks, thanks for joining me. I've been having all kinds of challenges in previous flights with cameras, and no doubt I'll have them all again. But thanks for coming along. This is going to be an interesting one. I've already had a very interesting day. I'm some probably 5 hours or 4.5 hours late leaving. This morning at 4:30 on my way to the airport to pick up this plane, I hit a kangaroo, unfortunately killed the kangaroo, but also killed my car. So my car is no more. It's very substantially damaged. Modern cars, they don't like hitting kangaroos. So anyway, I won't go into the full details of it. But consequently, I'm very late, and I'm having to fly to Queensland for work, and it's going to be a very long day. Maybe even more than one day. We'll see how we go. So the plan is to fly from Maitland to Goodiwindi, which if you've been following my travels, you might be familiar with. I've been stuck there before. And then from Goodiwindi to Thangool, we'll fuel up in both of those places. And then from Thangool to Rockhampton. Now, Rockhampton has just had quite a bit of rain, but it should be possible to get into there now. The rain has moved north to Mackay, but Saturday might be a different story. The day after I'm planning to arrive might be a different story. And also, then I've got to get to Mackay, and I'm probably going to have to hire a car to do that. And I've just gained 500 feet under this big cloud, so let's deal with that for a second. Little Tomahawk climbing like a homesick angel there at the moment. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. We're presently around about Scone. Not quite there yet, almost. I can see Aberdeen in front of me. And we've got to go over the Liverpool range, over Corindi, Breezer, Warialda, Goodiwindi. Slightly different route to the route I've taken in the past, which is via Narrabri. Unless the weather makes us go that way, we'll see. Can't see any substantial weather on the tablet yet, but it could happen. G'day again, everybody. So, got a bit of traffic ahead of me here. It's very high though, 15,500 feet. G'day, yeah, we gone past my gliding club at Lake Keepit. Some of you are familiar with that place from my previous videos. And this is an area where we flew in the New South Wales State Gliding Championships. It wasn't my favourite leg. It's pretty, well, there are a few paddocks, but it's fairly slopey. Great big Mount Capitar off to my off to the left, probably a bit harder to see in the camera than it is to see in real life. We very often fly right over the top of that. It's about 3,500 feet, I guess, something like that, maybe 3,600. We generally go over it at about 6,000, sometimes a lot lower, but 6,000 will get us a really good final glide to home if we're coming back that way. So I'm flying up a valley through little past, let me say that again, flying up a valley past the little towns of Barraba and Bingara, and heading for Warrialda and then ultimately Goodiwindi where we'll refuel. Just going to record the time here for the fuel. Another 10 minutes to go on that tank.
Whiskey Papa Charlie, just an update on that traffic.
Almost due north.
In your 130 at about 7.5 miles, maintaining 8,000. Got him on TK, thanks Whiskey Papa Charlie, appreciate it.
At the railway line passing underneath me, some farmland. We've got 51 miles to go to Warrialda. Interesting, there's a ship of three, formation of 3 aircraft there. I reckon they might be military. Probably F-35s or something. How fast are they going? A little slow for F-35s. They might be trainers of some kind.
Reported IFR traffic for your airwork. Surface to 5,000 within a 10 mile radius of Mudgee. And copy the normal time 0200.
Anyway, we'll catch up with you at Goodiwindi. Alright, we are 10 miles from Goodiwindi. Traffic Goodiwindi, Tomahawk Tango Kilo Yankee is 10 miles south of the field at 3,400 feet on descent for the circuit. Time 22. We'll descend on the dead side for a crosswind for runway 09, Goodiwindi.
Goodiwindi Airport. Public Quebec Echo joins midfield crosswind runway 08, take a go settle.
Okay, checking compass, 33, yep, good. So 09 is running that way. One more, check brakes, undercarriage, mixture fuel, instruments, switches, hatches and harnesses.
Dolby traffic, Cessna 172, Whiskey Golf Lima is 10 miles to the south-southwest, maintaining 3,500, ETA time 28. Dolby.
Still Marin traffic,
Alright, let's wake these feet up, they're very asleep, very sore too. And there's a thermal. Oh, these feet are really sore. Sorry, Tommy, Tiki, but you give me sore feet. Traffic, Goodiwindi, Tomahawk Tango Kilo Yankee is crosswind runway 04, Goodiwindi.
Goodiwindi Airport.
Start up, traffic, gangbang, straight going cross another one, weather, 12:32, start.
Those thermals are pretty serious. They really are. Alright. Wakey wakey feet. My right foot is particularly sore. Okay, we're opposite the numbers. Carb heat on. Slow down. First stage of flap. Trim back a little. And a little more. There we are. Little low. Traffic Goodiwindi, Tomahawk Tango Kilo Yankee Base, runway 04, Goodiwindi. Alright, and we got plenty of thermal there, so let's get that sorted out, shall we? Pull in some extra flap just to help. Or we're going to end up super high. Alright, there's 75 knots. Just a fraction faster, 74 it is. Alright, back up with the throttle a little. Now we're looking better. Extra traffic. Little high again. Military circuit, this one, bit of an ellipse. That's how I learned to do it at pilot selection in the military. Right, and we are high. Speed is good. That thermal lifted us up about 500 feet when we didn't really want it to. Speed is good. Still got a thermal here on final. Now we're looking better. Carb heat off. Flaps, undercarriage carb heat clearance. Speed is good, speed is good. Drive it in. That's better. Alright, look, eyes ahead. Speed on the rudder pedals. Active on the rudder pedals, I mean, and we balloon a little due to a thermal. Another one. Not my best landing, but there were two pretty serious thermals there. Quite a crosswind. But, all good. When you balloon like that, you're a little bit high. Sometimes you just got to hang on to it, rather than try and do too much. Okay, so time is 30. 30 landed. Like the shooters are here again with their ute, they're probably out in the helicopter. Traffic Goodiwindi, Tomahawk Tango Kilo Yankee, clear runway